Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen.
What are we making today, Gabby?
Well, we're going to do a toasted sub today. So, either grab your favorite bread, veggies, meat, and cheese, or you can use the same that I'm using. Either way, y'all know what I always say. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So, let's get to it. So, I've got the broiler on my oven on low. And I got a nice French bread right here. I'm going to use red onions, tomatoes, shredded lettuce, provolone cheese, corned beef, roast beef, mayo, spicy mayo, yellow mustard, and submarine oil. Alright, so first things first, we're at the prepping stage. We're going to get everything ready so that we can assemble the sandwich very quickly, and then obviously we'll be ready to eat after that. Alright, so I sliced some tomatoes really thin. You're going to slice yours as thin as you can. I am slicing this onion as thin as I dare. It's paper thin. You can almost see through it, but you can see I was using my fillet knife here instead of my chef knife, but that's what I had on the countertop at the time, so I just went ahead and fooled around and did that. So when you get enough, see, it's almost paper thin, but not quite. You'll still get the flavor on the sandwich. If you are an onion lover, then you can do your slices a little bit thicker, or either you can finely chop your onions and then just sprinkle them all over your sandwich. So it's really going to be up to you, but y'all know what I always say, it's your kitchen and your rules. So you do it the way you want to do it. Just so long as it works out and it tastes good, no problem. If you want to use the leaves of your lettuce whole, do that. But for some reason, when I do these subs like this, I like to shred the lettuce, or either, cut them into strips. So that's what I'm going to do here. But once again, it's going to be up to you the way you want to do yours. And obviously, it's going to be up to you how much you want to put on your sandwich, because there are some people that like light lettuce on there, and some people, they like a whole lot of it, almost like a salad. So it just depends. So all right, I'm going to get everything not assembled, but I'm going to put everything on this platter, so once I start assembling the sandwich, I can just go ahead and everything is right there for me to grab. So I'm going to cut up a little bit more lettuce, and then we're going to lay out the meat and the cheese. So my trip to the deli, I decided to get my meat shaved. So to me, I don't know, when I make sandwiches, I either want to get my meat very, very thinly sliced or shaved. And in this case, that's what I did with the roast beef and the corned beef as well. So at the end, you're going to see that I decided to put couple slices of ham and some turkey too. So in the beginning right here, I didn't do that, but I decided later, after I had already assembled my sandwich, that I wanted the same type that I normally get from Subway, so which is the 4 different types of meat and then the provolone cheese. So I'm just saying. So I got very thinly sliced provolone cheese, but I didn't get this done from the deli. They actually had some in the meat. In the section where the cheese and the biscuits and the stuff is at. So, but yep, provolone. And normally I get a smoked provolone, but today they didn't have that. So, and the reason why, because that cheese, it just gives it a little bit more flavor, just the way that I like it. So you can either leave these whole, or you can cut them in half moons, in which case I decided to cut mine in half. So don't be so rough with your bread right here that you tear it. You break it at the seam right there, because we just want to keep it where we can close it back. So you kind of you want a little bit of a clamshell here. And you can see right there that I did take some of the bread out of the top of it. It's quite a lot of bread, but if you're a bread lover, then by all means, leave it in there. All right, this is regular mayo. So I want to put regular mayo on the bottom. Spread this. So this, when you put that layer of mayo too, it keeps your bread from getting soggy, or it keeps it from getting, like a little too wet. Although this is French bread and it's not going to get soggy very easily, still I like that layer and that flavor of that mayo on there. So I'm going to go with the roast beef at the bottom. I'm going to spread this all out. So here, you'll put as much or as little meat as you like. So it really will be up to you right here, or up to whoever you're making this for. So pretty easy. Pretty easy, y'all. And so normally when I get subs made, it doesn't matter where I get them made from. I always want to get mine toasted. So I just get it either warmed up a little bit or toasted so that my meat is a little bit warm and the cheese is melted. So it's something that I like. So I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, well, let me just put a video up doing that. All right, so again, right here, much as little cheese as you like. It just really will depend on you, really. Because you know we got some cheese lovers out here, man. You got to put a lot of cheese on there for them, okay? You got to put some extra. All right, so now get yourself a pan, a baking sheet, and you can put this on. Now, once you put this in the broiler, you want to watch it because you don't want to burn your bread and your cheese. And so that's why I have the broiler on low, but you can use yours. You can do it on high, especially if you're in a hurry. All right, so this is as ready as I want it. Now, the bread on the other side, it did not turn brown or toasty, but if you touch it, the bread is crispy. It's a little crunchy right there, and that's what I wanted, is that type of texture. So just enough for me to get that little, the little crunchiness I wanted. So if you want to make sure that your cheese is melting more, or either you have a little bit of toasting on top of the cheese and then the bread a little browner, then of course leave yours in a little bit longer. So now on the top, I'm going to put the spicy mayo. So this is going to give us a little kick here. Now, not too much of a kick, but yeah, just enough for me. But, you know, if you want to do yours spicier, then you know you can put some type of peppers on here, some jalapeno peppers. Or even if you want a little tang, you can put those banana pepper rings, or, you know, it's any number of things. Cucumbers, pickles, all that stuff I just didn't want on there this time. But I got another sub up where I put all of that on there. So take a look at that video. That one's pretty good too. In fact, this is absolutely is excellent. All right, so I'm going to mix the mayo with the spicy mayo here because I don't want too much of the spice on here this time. So mustard for me. If not for you, don't. All right, so when I put these veggies on here and close it so you can see the part where I took the bread out right there, well, that's just going to fit. It's going to make the bread just... Yes, baby, yes. Tomatoes, baby, tomatoes. All right. That was a little bit thick on one side, but I like tomatoes, so that's cool with me. See, that worked for me. All right, so here we go with the onions. Yes. So I know it's a sub, but I'm telling y'all, this smells good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I can't wait. All right, submarine oil for me. If you want to use oil, vinegar, salt, pepper. Yep, that red wine vinegar. I'll give it a little tang too. Sometimes I get that, but I don't want to do that this time. All right, so I shook this up. Make sure you get all those herbs and spices from that bottom. So shake this up so you can see it all across the sandwich. So that goodness, that tastiness is right there. It's just waiting for me. Lettuce. Yes, let us eat. That's what I want to do, eat. All right, so I'm going to close it. I'm going to smash it down a little bit, and baby. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of garlic butter on the top of the bread. So we're going to give it a little more flavor. And so here I just melted some butter, put some garlic, some parsley in here. I'm just going to spread it on top of the bread. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this back in the oven under the broiler for a couple of seconds. Probably not even a minute, but it's just going to warm that up on the top for us. All right, this is giving us another layer of flavor. So Go make this. It's really good. And you can pair this with some soup, some chips, some fries. Hey, sky's the limit. You can do a lot with this. This sandwich so good. I already started eating it before I even got on camera. This is so good. Y'all better go make this, and trust me, you won't be disappointed. As usual, it's been a blast. Thanks for spending time with me in my kitchen. Hit that like and that subscribe button and that bell for notifications so you'll know right away when I put a new video up.